All right, so we're back here. Let's see what the objectives are.
Combe never thought he'd be so happy to be back at Derceto. It felt like he had crawled through a long, dark tunnel of misery and regret. Now that he was back, Combe could look into the steps mentioned in the contract. But there was one thing that gnawed on him. What exactly did this have to do with Dr. Gray?
So we got to break into Dr. Gray's office and find out what he knows. All right, we can do that. We're going to break into this man's office. We've been trying to do it the whole game anyway.
Just what this evening needed. Some ambiance.
Got to be around here somewhere. He wouldn't leave this house.
I don't know what to think anymore. You run into that detective fella?
Who is he? Can he be trusted?
I think he one of the good guys. Well, you know, like us.
Will he be all right with her coming? Praise the mother.
You don't need to know about all that. You just help the Just calm down. It ain't time yet.
God, it hurts.
As far as I can tell, Detective Combe seems to be solving problems, not causing them.
Just be ready in case he starts anything.
Oh man, took the notes. She was like, E-ah, E-ah.
The two orderlies still hadn't found Jeremy. Conby figured this was good news. Emily had reminded him about some strange deaths at Derceto, and Conby wasn't sure who he could trust.
All right, so we're going to go out, take a right. We got to get to this office. Oops, wrong way, bro. Is this the globe room? It's the bathroom.
Christ, what the hell was that?
Broken spectacles. Knew we was gonna find something in here.
We must have faith that Jeremy's pact with the Dark Man is a bluff. If we are lucky, our visitors will find him and prove it's all nonsense before night falls. What is true is our attempt to call on her. Too many things have happened for this evening to be in vain. Think of Jack and Cassandra, even Perosi, whose circumstances I can't understand. Grace is a goat without horns. She knows it and will play the role. You must talk to your brother, Baptiste. I worry that he will fail us. Mrs. Thompson.
I think this room is clear too. Yep. All right, so we're getting somewhere. Going to the library right here.
Lunacy and the Astarte Artist Colony, a monograph by Yael Klein. In early 1909, the old Derceto plantation outside of New Orleans was turned into an artist's colony. 3 famous European artists rented the house and the surrounding land from the owner, the Ledoux family. The colony was chiefly run by Sebastian Cortez, who was playfully dubbed the captain by his collaborators, William Arges and Heinrich Kassel. The colony existed for 6 years, until one day all 12 members disappeared without a trace. It is widely believed that their disappearance is connected to the disastrous hurricane that passed through on September 29, 1915, but nothing truly supports this claim. What is known is their frequent participation in New Orleans nightlife, their love for hosting parties, and their elaborate contributions to the Mardi Gras parades as the Pirates of Pontchartrain. Accounts of their lifestyle can be found in almost every gossip column. It can effectively be summed up as carefree and bohemian. In late June 1909, the name Astarte first appeared in the newspapers. Cortez said the name came to him as he was painting. There is never any claim to knowing about the ancient Phoenician fertility goddess with the same name before this time. His fellow colonist Heinrich Kassel did know, because he later produced sculptures that show clear references to ancient idols of the goddess. It's impossible to know for sure how this name suddenly made an appearance, but it is interesting because of Derceto's history.
Yo, what is this?
Even the name Derceto is the Greek name of a Syrian fertility goddess. In the case of naming the plantation, Derceto was certainly not an accident. We know that Elijah Pickford intended to build a temple for his cult, for he had distributed pamphlets 2 years prior to the purchase of the land, advertising his intentions. His followers were estimated to be almost 100 men and women, mostly sailors, Maroons, and Cajuns, when the plantation was built. To outsiders, Derceto registered as an ordinary slave plantation, which enabled Pickford and his flock to remain hidden for decades. The official story is that the cult lasted until 1862, when the Union Army came and burned down the plantation and scattered all who lived there. Following the Civil War, new people started to congregate in the ruins of Derceto to invent a new fertility goddess, the Shub Niggurath. As much as Derceto is a particular name to have heard of, it's not entirely uncommon among the learned. Astarte is equally known and could have been subconsciously chosen by well-read artists. Shub Niggurath is, on the other hand, very uncommon. Almost impossible that anyone in Louisiana would have heard that name. The name is referenced only in rare books like Unaussprechlichen Kulten and the Necronomicon, and is believed to be a bastardization of Arabic words meaning pertaining to the dark young. The few paragraphs printed on the goddess are so upsetting that no one in their right mind would want to build a religion resting on such qualities. The Shub Niggurath cult was hard to get rid of, but it is believed that despite the police jailing and killing several cultists over the years, the main culprit in the cult's demise is the cult itself, which seems to line up with every instance of cult activity on Derceto's grounds. When Captain J.W. Norton of the Union Army arrived, he described the people at Derceto as malnourished and maniacal. As much as the army tried to save them, they fought back with fervor, as if nothing was going to stop them from slowly destroying themselves. While the disappearance of the Astarte Artist Colony remains a mystery, the recurring motif seems to suggest that their fate involved lunacy and a hunger for self-sacrifice to that fertility goddess with 1,000 names.
All right, so now I know there's a safe. That safe is in here. Something else is in here. Now we need a new key. All right, so we'll go out and then go across the where we're supposed to be at. Let's go. The door is locked now. Yo, everything's blocked. That's strange.
It's blocked.
It wasn't blocked before though. All right, so let's look. How do we get over there? We go through the dining room, back through there. That door's locked. Dang, they got all the doors locked now. We'll figure it out. Let's figure it out. We'll walk around a little bit.
It's blocked.
Emily will have to die. You can't let her ruin our plan.
I don't want to run into the orderlies right now. Not sure I can trust them.
Don't worry about it.
I think Dr. Gray might be in there. Perfect time to snoop around his office then.
Yeah, if we can get into it. It's blocked, blocked. Bro, everything is locked. Yeah, they thought they had me there.
There must be a spare key to Dr. Gray's office in here somewhere.
Yeah, that's what we've been thinking the whole time. Probably in that safe, bro.
I don't have the combination for this. But maybe Jeremy did.
Nope. He said maybe Jeremy did. It is always something, isn't it?
I need the key.
What a terrible thing to recognize that your betterment was an illusion. That you are so infatuated by the virtue of struggling that despite all your hard work, you made no real efforts to ever become well. Or that the treatment becomes such an obsession that instead of letting your wounds heal over time, you tear at the flesh in the hope that it will heal better and faster. If only it would bleed in the way you wanted. Do we ever become well? What do you think, Dr. Gray?
All right, we'll go and see if we can go upstairs and see if we can find anything else. Now we gotta go back to Jeremy's room.
Detective Comby, I'm terribly sorry that my niece has pulled you into this mess. Please, with all my blessings, take her away from this cursed place. I have destroyed that eater of worlds and locked it away in the attic and retreated to a place of hiding. Tell Emily I'm safe. Tell her all the lies you can think of to make her listen. Take her back to New Orleans. Sincerely, Jeremy.
Well, this room is pretty much empty.
Brother, I need you to trust me. This is the most important moment in our family's history. I know you have doubts and that the terrible Mama Loa told you lies. I would never betray you. I promise. Lottie.
Alright, so all of these are good. Now, let's go out and about. Let's see. Now, which way we got to go? This way?
Detective Conby. Good to see you again. Solved your case yet?
I'm trying. Hey, Grace, you okay?
Oh, she is just peachy, Detective. Are you looking forward to the Feast of St. John, Grace?
I can't wait.
Kids, ain't they great?
What exactly are you planning for tonight?
Oh, not much. We eat, we drink, we pay tribute to the wishing tree in the conservatory. The usual.
Then why all the excitement?
There is just something about tonight. Something's different. I think we all feel it. Besides, we got ourselves some new words for the prayer thanks to your buddy Jeremy.
She'll come and turn the world inside out, and things will begin again.
That sounds strangely threatening.
You should come.
Oh, God damn it, Grace. Stay put for once.
First floor hall key.
Better hold on to these. Don't want them to get lost.
Yeah, we need that.
What did you expect from them? You created too much. There wasn't any room to breathe. Your reification rendered all possible worlds void. You took everything they could imagine and constrained it into something that you didn't even care about. Or maybe you did. Perhaps you cared the most of all. Maybe you tried to save them from themselves, and that is why you had to die.
Jeremy knew that the only one who could help him now was the guest in room number 3. The room seemed to have been empty for so long. but that wasn't allowed to be true. The story needed to be different. To include something from the outside, he would bring the guest back to room 3 and show them what was in that safe. 913. But those were not the right numbers. That was the combination for the safe in the clerk's office.
Didn't we try that number?
McCarthy was a deadbeat. His mere presence annoyed Conby. It was like watching the worst version of himself mock him by simply being worthless. While Conby enjoyed watching the child outplay the drunkard, there was something terrifyingly familiar about Grace. It was taunting him, like he was supposed to remember, but couldn't.
All right, so we'll go back to the city room and then Grace's room. Grace's room gonna have that puzzle piece, I'm sure of it. All right, this room right here. Grace's drawing, first floor. So there's a piece of paper that we gotta find to go to this puzzle.
There's something missing. I can't leave. I got a job to do.
See, we did the freaking 913 and it didn't work. Let's try it again. Nine. 1.
It worked.
Maybe we didn't put it in right.
The last guest in the empty room suffered from severe maladaptation. I must write this down, because if I understand the condition sufficiently, it could make me deny this fact at a later date, and there is reason for me to think I may come to suffer the consequences from this dysfunction, as some who came in contact with the guest seemed to adopt a new worldview in which everything was predetermined but broken. Upon accepting this worldview, some memories became unmanageable and later rejected. I do not know what this means. I cannot even remember the fate of the guest. I think they were simply misplaced one day and forgotten. Just like all documents pertaining to this guest, they have all been destroyed, or they never existed in the first place. Who wrote this? There has never been a guest in the empty room.
Yeah, bro went crazy in the same letter that he was writing. Yeah, let me in here. Let's see what's up.
Dr. Gray's office, all to myself. Let's see if we can figure this guy out.
Sandra's things.
I have finished tidying up Miss Beauregard's belongings. I will leave it to you to contact her agent and have them collect her things. I found one of Grace's drawings she might want back, along with this key in her room, which I believe you've been looking for, Mrs. Thompson.
This is where McCoffey has hidden my favorite young. It's very important. This is where McCoffey has hidden my favorite young. It's very important.
Dearest Dr. Manzetti, I find myself in a losing battle with my patient. As I've disclosed in my previous letter, his delusions have him completely captured. It's bad enough that he is torturing himself with paranoia, but his madness turns out to be quite persuasive to others, effectively laying the ground for mass delusion. I am writing to you in hope that you can give me some guidance. Beyond my ambition to avoid devastating surgery on my patient, I have grown worried about my own defenses. The words of my patient are deranged, yet they often resonate with something primitive within me. I have tried photographing his brain with X-rays. It was surprisingly difficult to get good results. Dark blotches on the plates kept obscuring all details. My patient looked at the bad plates and cried out in terror, telling me the dark areas was the shadow of the worm, eating him from inside. I could not see anything out of the ordinary. I hope this is a sign that my mind is not as receptive to the madness as I had feared. After further inquiry, my patient described the shadows inside his mind as some kind of chthonic monstrosity that wants to undermine his sanctuary. This is clearly a reference to a place he calls Teroea, a sort of library or convent that works as a psychological haven. With this imaginary haven threatened by this Chthonian, he has now constructed another, less pleasant hiding spot. Lately, he has been bringing up a metaphor of a steamboat that has run aground, that he feels like he needs to start the engines and reverse, but he is afraid that the hole in the hull would cause the whole ship to sink. I've been watching him turn this metaphor into reality for the last week. He knows it's made up, but he is doubling down, trying to make it a real memory. I feel certain that this is my chance to break through the barriers of his self-deceit.
Dr. Gray was somehow mixed up in this business with the Dark Man, Detective Conby decided. He had to be. Either Dr. Gray was using the idea of the Dark Man to manipulate and torture Jeremy, or the Dark Man was an actual powerful being possessing Jeremy. And in that case, Dr. Gray was simply a stooge. Maybe both could be true at once. Conby felt his mind racing in all directions. No matter what, he had to find a way to break the pact. That was what Jeremy said was needed. It didn't even matter what was true or not. If Jeremy wouldn't leave Derceto before the contract was broken, then Conby had to make it happen. He just wished the steps on the contract made a little more sense.
All right, look for the treasure in Grace's drawing. All right, so where do we have to go now? The clerk's office. There's still something in there. There's a puzzle in here. Oh, here we go.
This can't be real.
Well, they better give me some weapons, because we're in trouble. Isn't this open now? This door has been locked for a while, right? Oh, not you, bro.
No, no.
Surprisingly neat. Maybe I've been selling that old barfly short.
Sometimes I think this place makes me worse. That Derceto might be my grave. A coffin made of ostentatious architecture. A Taj Mahal for the drunken depressed. There's something about Derceto. Something about Dr. Gray. Like we all pretend that we're here to get better. When in fact we are here to be forgotten.
It's got to be the treasure.
Looks like McCarthy has something hidden inside. Looks like McCarthy has something hidden inside.
So there's two more things we got to get so we can get that out of there. Oops.
Looks like McCarthy has something hidden inside.
All right, well, we only have two. Where are we at? Let's go in Ruth's room. Hopefully the dude ain't out here. photograph. Oh, Rufy ain't got nothing in here, but she does. She has that camera. Now we know Weird Al Yankovic was down here.
I can't take this much more. This has to end.
Oh, there's a whole bunch of different stuff down there. Look, we haven't been anywhere over there. Uh-oh, we got a key. We're going in.
This doesn't look good.
Hell no, it don't look good.
I need the key.
Radiography. Patient Jeremy Hartwood. Date June 14, 1930. Plates. Jeremy's skull proved difficult to capture properly. Partial radiographs worked best. A complete picture of the brain can be assembled by piecing 3 plates together. Observations. Even when looking at an assembled version, a shadow covers significant parts of Jeremy's brain. Possible tumor, but more likely that the equipment is failing. Jeremy reacted strongly to the pictures and claimed to see a giant clay worm eating and displacing his memories. Notes. While this exercise has left me nowhere closer to an answer, I feel confident that a Burkhardt lobotomy should sever all necessary parts. Hypothetical psychosurgery based on the ideas by Burkhardt and the St. Petersburg research could end up saving Jeremy's mind. Severing the connections around the frontal lobe would certainly solve most mental afflictions. The procedure would be brutal in performance, as well as in efficiency. An ice pick pushed through the edge of the eye and into the skull would untether the nerves like Alexander cutting the Gordian knot. As this would likely leave Jeremy in a very different condition, all other paths should first be explored. The medical instrument I would need for this lobotomy is missing, and I should have Waits order a new one.
Bro, he talking about pushing the ice pick through a man's eye. It's not gonna fix nothing. Electric fuse. All right, we got to find one more.
Don't mind if I do.
Oh, we got to play this game. Okay, let's see. One up. Okay, here we go. Let's do, if we click one, 1 and 2 goes down. Oh, 3 go up. 3 go down. Let me get these all back up. There we go.
That's better.
Dr. Gray had been putting Jeremy through some thorough medical investigation. He was trying to break through Jeremy's stories and get to some truth, just like Comby was. Could Dr. Gray have been trying to break the contract as well?
Trying to break Jeremy? Shoot. What are you talking about? All right, we got to go 2 more rooms. We got this one.
I need the key.
Oh, okay. We put it up there. All right. Got you. That's gotta be right. I think I already had this done. I already had this already done. Man, come on, bro. You mean all I had to do is push the button? What is this? We got a key. Oh, part of a statue. Find the rest of his, the statuette. Yeah, let's see if we can do that. This junk is getting crazy. Don't have the key for that. Keys for that. Yo. Bro, go up the steps.
Why does this keep happening? What am I supposed to do?
Like they didn't think I was gonna know to go in that boat.
And we're back here. Well, perfect. Time to have a look around this place.
All I'm looking for is a stupid ass statue. Ah, here we go. Here's the claw. Give me this first, though. Oh, Jesus, no, we don't got no number for this. Oh, there we go. 461, or was it 146? 461 146. Got it. The attic's still in play. There's gonna be something else up here. It's a rope. We're not using that.
No, this is where Jeremy's hiding, right?
Hello? Is anyone there?
Jeremy?
I need help!
Wait. Can you hear me?
I'm stuck in the mud and the fire is taking
Jeremy.
me.
Where are you?
The motor is dead. I can't do anything more.
Hang on, Jeremy. I'll figure something out. I'll get the boat running.
Bro, we not no damn electrician. Jesus. All right, we're gonna go ahead and stop it right here. When we come back, we'll try to go ahead and get this boat moving. If you guys did like this content, please hit the thumbs up, like the video, share it. Does help the channel grow, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.